All right, since we've got such nice weather today and I don't have very much time to train tomorrow due to work and basketball games, I think we'll go ahead and try introducing Liesel today to the independent forest search, or otherwise known as the Stobern, within the VGP. This is a time when we're asking the dog to go search an area of woods to try to find game and bring it back to you. On test day, your dog will be asked to search an area about the size of 3 acres and hopefully cover all of it and give the judges confidence that if there had been game, she would have produced it. In training, I always make sure that we've got game out for the dog so that she gets rewarded for her search. So since this is Liesel's first time, I'm using the squirrel again that we introduced her to earlier today, and we've got this little piece of woods. I'm going to keep the search pretty short today by not setting it out too far. But since I've not sent her for a blind retrieve into the woods yet, I think I'm going to give her a little cheat. So I'm going to start here and kind of walk into the woods, and I'm basically laying a scent trail that is going to be parallel to the road I'm sending her in on. Of course, a loud tractor drives by. So then when I send her, even if she doesn't take a straight, perfect line from where I send her, she should hit my scent trail, and then if she needs to, she can then follow that to the game. So again, we're setting this up to be really easy so that the dog can succeed. As we then progress further, I will come in from the backside and be hiding dummies or game further into the woods, so she'll have to expand her search and keep moving outward. But for now, we're giving her that scent trail just because I want her to be successful with her first blind retrieve send into the woods. So I'm going to go ahead and set this squirrel. Give it a little toss so she can't just follow my track right to it. Make sure you remember where you put it. Just in case the dog needs help, you're going to have to walk into the woods towards the squirrel. So make sure you know which tree it's closest to. I'm going to walk out the same way so there's still a scent trail. Alright, and now I'm going to go grab the dog, and I'll be sending her from down there so that she won't cut the scent until she's about 20 yards into the woods.
Yep.
Yep. Sit. Back! All right, still on day 14 of Force Fetch with Liesel. So last we saw, she went and completed her first ever independent forest search, or Stobern. I wanted to explain a little bit about what happened in that video. So on my initial send, you could tell she was a little distracted by the cameraman hiding in the woods, so she wanted to go check him out. And then once she was up there, she did hit the scent trail that I laid, came back down, did a little bit of searching where she was off my trail, but at least searching independently. She knows that there's something out there to find. We've sent her on enough retrieves now that she understands that anytime I send her, there is something out there. We just don't know how far, or in this case, exactly where. But then she did come back. You could see when she winded it. then she went in, immediately picked it up without me having to give a command, and immediately brought it back without a recall command. So that was really nice work for her first ever independent search. I thought it might be useful to just do it again immediately. This time we've moved the cameraman, and we're going to send her out again in a similar spot, but the squirrel's in a different location. And again, we're just reinforcing that idea to her that every time I say fetch, we don't know how far it is, we don't know where, but she has got to search until she finds it. So we're keeping the squirrel pretty easy, pretty close for now, and then as we get further along in this training throughout the rest of the summer, you can expand the size of the woods you're using, you can use different cover types, and you can hide the game further and further away to force them to expand their search. So let's see if she'll expand her search today and go out on a nice send. Ready? Heel. Sit. I like to start right at the edge of the wood line. It's kind of a nice, obvious boundary, and then she just knows she's got to search everything in front of us. So I did choose a spot where we've got a 2-track here, we've got a gravel road there, and we've got a cornfield over there. So this is a limited area that we're asking her to search. It's really important that you find some good woods for you to send your dog in. Good girl. Such a good dog. Good girl. Good. Fetch. Had a drop, so we're making her finish the job. Right here. Sit. Good. Good job. Drop. Good job. All right, that was really excellent work. She took a nice line. She understands that we're sending her on a blind retrieve. She didn't see me place it. And then it wasn't right on the line, but she was able to just expand a little bit and find the squirrel. One drop there at the end, but again, not a big deal. Just haven't finished the retrieve. So I'm very happy that this is where we started out. So we will keep working on this, and then I will start, as I mentioned earlier, eliminating the scent trail that I give them as kind of a cheat, and I'll start bringing in game from the far back side of the woods so they encounter 0 scent until they actually find the dummy. So this is a good way to keep increasing their confidence in a blind retrieve situation. You'll be surprised too how much this helps you out when you get to blind or duck search training on the water, where the dog is already used to taking a single send command and then searching for up to 10 minutes for the test anyway to find that game. So that is a very nice end to today's session. Good girl.